Now here I thought when the Squatty released 2 days ago, it was another sort of useless vehicle that's really expensive, even though it probably shouldn't be as expensive. I mean, it comes in at $1.1 million. And I mean, yeah, it's a cool vehicle. Everyone, I think, for a long time has been wanting a Humvee sort of vehicle in the game. But this one, it's not an actual Humvee. It doesn't look like an actual Humvee. It's got the back that you can only put 2 other people in. You can't even like fill it with 4 to 6. You can't put stationary missiles or something in it. Like, it was kind of lacking. At least that's how I thought. But then I found out that this is actually probably one of the more unique vehicles in the game, because the snorkel on it actually works. Yeah, I know that's shocking for a Rockstar Games vehicle, because we've had vehicles before with snorkels on the engine, or at least with the option to put the snorkel on the engine. And like usual, they didn't work. You'd go into the water, and the second you touched even just like a little puddle of water, your car would die. But as you can see, I am almost fully submerged, and this car don't even care. Matter of fact, this may as well be a submarine car. So what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another GTA Online video. And yeah, I mean, look, that's gonna be the basis of this video. I'm gonna show you guys the fact that this snorkel works and explain a little bit how I guess it works and what you need to make sure it works. The snorkel itself on the engine part actually is standard on the vehicle. You can't get rid of it. It's always on the vehicle. It comes on the vehicle. It's not an accessory. It's not a customization option that you can put on. When we go to the custom shop though, you will notice there are a decent amount of exhaust options. The stock option is actually a very tall exhaust on the back. I believe there's another option to double that. You can get on the other side, but pretty much all the other options are actually like normal. They're sort of on the bottom of the vehicle. The thing is though, apparently the exhaust doesn't actually matter which one you choose. So if you were wondering if you could choose any exhaust, or if you were just limited by like the stock variant, it should not matter. Now, I don't test it here, unfortunately, in the gameplay, but it shouldn't matter. And you know, if anyone else wants to do some testing and share their results, you can let us know just to confirm that in the comment section. But apparently the way the snorkel, or the way cars going underwater, getting destroyed, the way that works in GTA is based off of the stock exhaust option, like where that's located. So apparently that snorkel on the front, it actually doesn't matter. Although I'll get deeper into an explanation on that, because there was some weirdness when I went underwater. But apparently, according to the game files, like the code, it's all based off of that stock exhaust. So even if you change it, the stock exhaust is still very high. So that is what allows us to go practically fully submerged underwater. Now, when we're over here I'm just gonna demonstrate this in the marsh. This is something, when you're gonna test this, go very slow, because you can't see under the water. You don't know where things just abruptly just drop off. And of course, if you fully submerge this thing, then it will get destroyed. But I mean, look, you can see we're going over some I guess medium water, like a medium distance from the bottom of the floor. And yeah, this thing handles it with no problem. We'll find a deeper area, and again, it handles it with no problem. Now, when I was testing this, I was looking out for that snorkel. I was making sure the water wouldn't go above the snorkel, even though I guess technically it depends on those back exhausts. However, there was a point where my car did get destroyed here, and you can see the snorkel is fully submerged, but the exhausts are like right above the water. So I don't know if maybe because of the way the water works, like a little wave must have hit the exhaust, and maybe that's what destroyed it. But this was the only time the snorkel went fully submerged and it got destroyed. So that's why, at least for me, I know the game may technically say the exhaust is what determines if it goes underwater, but I'm just gonna stick to that snorkel. As long as the snorkel doesn't go under, you should be 100% safe. Also, if you do end up changing the exhaust option, that's going to be something like you're not going to be able to see, because obviously you're not going to have the big, giant, tall exhausts. So it's going to be a little bit harder, and that's where you're going to want to go off of the Snorkel rather than the exhausts. But calling the car back, getting it back into the water, I mean, you can see I pushed this to its limits, and yeah, this thing can basically get fully submerged. Now, what's also interesting is even if it's underwater, you can get out and get back in as long as you can stand on the floor, because I tested it when the car was almost fully submerged, and because the water, the ocean or whatever it is, it's so deep, I couldn't stand up, and I don't think there's an animation for swimming and then getting into a car. So I did have to use my up and atomizer to get it out of this location. So I guess that is something to be aware of. While the car still works and it's not destroyed, it may not be accessible because Rockstar never added an animation to get into a car while you're swimming. I thought that was a little funny Rockstar logic. They finally let us put these cars like fully submerged, right? But we can't even get it if you get out. But if you get it to a part you can stand up on, then yeah, again, you can get in. This also works like any other car, where if you go fast enough, even if the entire car gets submerged for a second or two, it will be perfectly fine. You can see there's this one part where I think, go fully submerged. I don't even see the car. Maybe you see a little bit of the tip, but I just pushed through it as quick as I could, and it did get out on the other side, and we were fine. Although if you were to, of course, sit there, the car's gonna get destroyed. Now, I only tested it here in this marsh area, but I am curious if you guys find any locations around the map. Now, of course, this isn't going to really work for the ocean, but I am curious if you guys find any spots like on the rivers or in like the Alamo Sea that this car can be used and have some fun with, then let us know, because this is definitely one of the most unique cars. I don't think any other car really can do this, apart, of course, from the submarine cars, the Stromberg and the Toreador. But if you want to go fording rivers, or I guess marshes in this case, or lakes potentially, or the Alamo Sea, let us know what cool locations that you've discovered. But that is going to do it for this video. I thought this was really cool, actually. And it is shocking that Rockstar actually ended up adding this finally to the game after all the other snorkels on other vehicles. We have one that now finally works. So hope you guys, if you are someone who enjoys this stuff, hope you enjoy this, and maybe this will be the reason you finally buy this vehicle. That's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA content. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.